Okay, we are going to take a look at one of the precon decks. So Arena just had an update fairly recently, and they dropped a lot of new precon decks. I went through and I didn't keep many of them because I either already had a deck similar or I just didn't care for it. Not my style of play. But I kept about 3 of them, and I want to take a look at one and kind of upgrade it and play it. So the one I want to look at today is Cold-Blooded Killers, and this video is going to go. I'm going to record and go straight to YouTube, and I think because of my equipment, software, whatnot, I'm going to abandon streaming for a while. So yeah, let's take a look at this deck, make a video, and see what we get. Alright, Cold-Blooded Killers. So for some reason I like this, but there's a lot I'm going to take out. I'm not even sure where they get the theme, honestly. I mean, okay, maybe stuff like this, murder, which is fine. I can play with that. But I like this. So it can't block. Enters the battlefield. If you cast it from your hand, it deals 1 damage to target opponent for each swamp you control. I feel like that's a pretty cool card. Nightmare. Power and toughness equal to the number of swamps you control. So you can do some cool stuff here, just straight building mono black. Whenever Demon of Loathing deals combat damage to a player, that player sacrifices a creature. So the other thing we're going to do is make this historic so that we can pull some other cool stuff. So, alright, let's just start at the top. Getting rid of that. We'll wait on Sanitarium Skeleton because he actually does have some use, but he's not great. I think I've got better cards that do pretty much what he does, but better. Death Touch is not bad. I don't know if this is the best one for that though. Destroy target creature with power 2 or less. I mean, it only costs 2, but no. Enchanted creature has lifelink, and whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, but no. Okay, this isn't too bad considering what this deck is supposed to do. So let's hold on to this. Do I have enough? Okay, so what do we got of wild cards? Yeah, if we're going to play it, let's play a full set. Indestructible until the end of turn. That's actually pretty good. So, I've never played much with it though. Okay, draft. I've played it in draft, and that's probably where it's better suited for. But let's try it out. I mean, whatever. Yeah, this doesn't have any interest to me. As additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card. That's actually not bad. Let's go ahead and keep a play set of those, even though I don't think they're that great. If I don't lost life this turn, put a willing counter on Savage Gorger. Okay, the point here is to kill creatures. I don't know how consistently they'll lose life each turn. I mean, obviously that's part of the game. You got to lose life to. Well, you don't have to lose life. There's other ways of winning the game, but in theory, you have to lose life to lose the game. But I don't know. We'll wait. Deals 1 damage to any target. That's not bad, but now we're getting. I mean, we're paying 4 for a 3/3 that kind of does something. I mean, it does help this grow. We'll wait. It's looking really odd as a deck, though. This is a fun old card, and so there's a part of me that wants to like make it work, but no, not really. Okay, so here's the catch here, is I'm pretty sure I'm only going to have one of these. Oh, I've got, how many do I have? Okay, so I have 2, which is actually not bad. I don't think I want to craft anything right now, as far as rares go, and you saw I don't have any mythics. So, let's see, draw 2 cards, each opponent discards 2 cards, each player loses 2 life. I mean, that actually, again, works for... Oh, where'd it go? Savage Gorger. Which, if we're going to do that type of deck, let's go ahead and make that a play set. Do I have... Got 2 of those. Let's go with that. Okay, and I've got 2 nightmares. Do I want to Ooh, okay, let's wait on that. Alright, one thing I do want to do is take a look at black mana real quick. Because, let's see, let's make sure we're in historic. Let's go historic. Because we can get some ramp from, I can't think of the name of the card. I should have chosen non-basic land. That would have made, okay, here we go. Cabal Stronghold, that's the name of it. So that'll give us some ramp. But I don't need that much overall land. Matter of fact, with this curve, I'm even gonna go down one more. Okay, let's see as far as black mana. Wow, it's a great card. I just don't have the WoW cards. Memorial Folly is good. Draw a card if you have less than 5 life. Transform. Sacrifice a creature, gain life equal to its toughness. It's not bad. I only got one. Yeah, well, it's a okay one off. Target creature when you go on top of your library. I don't know. And then let's just do this. Is there anything here that helps us? Not really. Draw a card, not really. Actually, we don't have much draw otherwise. I think I am going to do that because this deck does not have much in the way of draw. We may have to find more. Very interesting. So, okay, 57 out of 60. Okay, so now let's see what we're actually doing here. We want creatures to die. We also want our opponent to lose life. Well, I know, but we want to make sure that we do that consistently enough to help Gorger here. So, let's think. We do need more in the 1-drop spot, I think. And we've got plenty of cards that fit that. That Death Touch wasn't a bad idea. What do I have? I know I've got something better at the 1 spot. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what it is. You guys probably already know what I'm thinking about. But I know I've got better. At least I thought I did. Maybe we're just going to have to go straight 1-1 with Death Touch. But I could have swore there was a better card. This is actually a really good card. It does... I don't think we have a way of sacrificing it right now. So that's kind of the downside. And speaking of 1-drops, I would really wish I could play the I know I just skipped the card I was looking for. But I got it thinking. Where is it at? Archfiend's Vessel. This is one of my favorite cards right now. And for a 1-drop, it would be perfect, but this deck doesn't reanimate, it doesn't bring it back. I have decks that do that, and that's why I love playing this card. We'll play a deck with that soon and check it out. Okay, I know I passed the card I was looking for. So for Death Touch, Vampire of the Dire Moon, Death Touch life link for 1. So that's a better choice there, I think. 61. Let's get rid of those. And if we're gonna do this Death Touch thing, let's just do it. So let's go back to this guy. Well, if we do a full play set, then we're going to be over. We're at 2 right now, and we're at 61. It's an odd number, 61, but let's go with it. We'll see. We'll just see how the deck plays, and we might want to drop some other stuff. Yeah. All right, let's play 1, maybe 2. See what we think. Yeah, we won't go too long here. All right, now where did it go? I mean, there's a lot more we could do to kind of hone in on the mechanics that it's trying to use. There it is, cold-blooded killers. Because I don't feel like but I don't feel like it was a great precon. Even to fit its own theme, I think was what was so crazy about it. It doesn't fit its own theme very well. So there's a lot we could do. Murderous Rider, the adventure that can kill creatures, is an excellent card. Almost a must-have. And there's several other really good ones. I'm a big fan of the Liliana Planeswalker that sacrifices each opponent, or each player sacrifices 2 creatures for its -3. Love that card. So there's so much more we could do, but I just wanted to kind of like stay close to the precon to see how well it plays, how fun it is. And we didn't have to use much in the way of wild cards to change it, so that was kind of a big deal. Alright, so I added those 1-drops, and I didn't get any on my pull, but I didn't want to mulligan either. I mean, I've got 3 land and some 2-drops, so let's not mulligan. Let's get these going. Okay, so we need to kill a creature to grow these, and I don't know that we really have much of that going on right now. Okay, blue and white, he's going to be playing counter spells, so let's not play into those just yet. Let's make him make some other choices. So, I mean, the guy's got Jace as his avatar. What kind of jerk. No, that's harsh. I know, I'm being harsh. But now he's even playing a Teferi, so, I mean, the guy's got no heart. No heart. Alright, so luckily he's tapped out. That helps us a ton. And we've got it. We know we have to take out Teferi. So let's focus on that real quick. What's the best way to do that? Nothing's going to have haste here, so not much is going to help us other than maybe Unlikely Aid will get it down pretty low. So I think that's going to be our best bet as far as going after Teferi here. It feels weird losing the Indestructible, but I don't think he's gonna I mean, he's not going to deal damage or destroy our creatures. He's going to probably bounce them back to our hand or something like that. So even that doesn't, I mean, we're not losing much by wasting the Indestructible there. Oh my goodness, he's just constantly ticking that thing up. And I mean, I will say, I don't think I've actually played against the newer ones yet. And I haven't played with them. Now, okay, I'll be honest, they're cool. So if I drew one in a pack, would I want to play with it? Yes. I'm not a blue player, but I mean, come on. It's a pretty cool card. Okay, so he's letting things resolve. He's drawing cards and oh, look at that. So it's very possible that he's still sitting on another one of those with all this untapped land. I don't like playing against this guy at all. And I get it, this is a whole meta thing, and this is something you have to play against, and I just like turning creatures sideways, and he likes stopping me from doing that. Which is how games work. I get it, it's a competition. I just would much rather play against a deck that does more of what I do, just because I feel like it kind of lets us both do what we want to do and just see who's better at it. You know what I mean? Like, who's better at turning creatures sideways. And I know, like, guys like this, they think it's ridiculous and don't care and think I'm nuts. But okay, so I could pay 2 life and draw a card here. I can draw a card here, so I have a little bit of card draw, which isn't bad considering I don't have a lot going on here. But there's almost no way he's not sitting on a counterspell right now. Let's go ahead and, I guess, get it out. Okay, so the one thing we can do is swing with our Death Touch, because then at least we have a shot at getting his either creature either off the board or dealing damage to Teferi. Kind of wish I had more of my Death Touch creatures out there. Yeah. So at least here we're both going to lose a creature. Probably going to lose this too. He's probably going to counter it, but let's throw it out there. He's not countering. Interesting. He does like drawing cards. And who doesn't? Ay, ay, ay. Mind Stone. I find that to be such an odd card. It's neat. It's been around for a long time. It's a bit of an odd one to me. Okay, so he's got enough land. If he's sitting on another Settle the Wreckage, it's going to hurt. But I mean, we can't just sit here and do nothing either. So we'll just only attack with 1 creature. That way it doesn't hurt as bad if he's sitting on it. Alright. So we're slowing him down a little bit, but I mean, he's not doing a lot. Let's take it. Well, what would I discard? Let's go here. Interesting. Okay, this is going to be crazy, but let's do it again. Nice. We actually did need some land. He was out ahead of us on land, so that's good. And I probably shouldn't have showed my hand by tapping all my land. I mean, this I could have activated on the end of his turn and would have made a lot more sense. I'm just too impatient. I'm a very impatient player, which is not good. That's why I'm not ranked really high. You know, we're scrounging around platinum. If I were more patient, we might be at least playing in diamond right now, if not higher. Oh goodness. Okay, we're still trying to figure out what he's going to counter and when, and I still don't want to attack with everything. Okay, interesting. I think we'll let that resolve. Okay, well, he's still got plenty of mana, but let's just try this. Okay, well, we knew counter spells were coming. I mean, honestly, I really feel like bringing this slightly upgraded precon to this match, like we're just totally outmatched. And so just hanging around here is probably the best thing we can do. The sad thing is we're hanging around against a deck that wants us to hang around. Like, he wants to get later into the game to do stuff. He's not done anything. So we haven't really done anything as far as proving a concept with this deck, other than the fact that it can sit here with a deck that wants us to sit here, which I have to say has gotten me really tempted at this point to just like walk away from this game, this match, not Arena, certainly not Magic, but from this particular match, because we're really just sitting here not accomplishing much. Okay, we're going to probably swing into a settle by going with 2 attackers. But at least it'll get it out, I guess, out of his hand. Oh, I didn't realize he had that out. I probably should have paid attention, but whatever. So he played it and not to block with it. Interesting. Well, and he could still have a counter, but I'm going to take my chances here. Yeah, I thought we might have pretty good chances there. I wonder if he wants to mill himself out. Okay, interesting. And I laugh, but like that certainly is a strategy. Oh my goodness. It's not bad enough he's playing with a Teferi. Now he's going to play with 2. And one of the worst ones ever printed. Way to go, fella. Like, I really don't know the point of playing at this point. I mean, I guess we'll find out what's going on, but no, I don't want to deck that. I actually do want to play that. I just don't know. He's not going to tap out enough for me to play it. So see, the thing about this is not so much that he's got the upper hand, it's that he, in order to win the game, he has to drag his upper hand out over such a long period of time. Like, okay, you're going to take extra turns. That's... Oh, I hit the wrong button. You guys, I hit the wrong button. Oh well. It's like, okay, you got 2 extra turns, blah blah blah. But like, and that's cool, don't get me wrong, but what are we gonna do here? We're gonna sit and watch him, you know, trigger a couple planeswalkers, and it's just gonna be boring. Exactly how I want to spend my morning. Come on. Yeah, from now on, if I see somebody playing with a Jace avatar, I think I'm just going to concede out the gate. Especially when I'm playtesting a slightly upgraded precon that doesn't belong here anyway. Come on, buddy. I feel like I'm doing him a favor by sitting here and letting him dawdle, because we both know this game is over. And we both know that this is how he gets his kicks. Okay, guys, let's give up. This is getting a little silly, a little ridiculous. We did it. We made a video of it. Maybe we'll try again later to actually make this even more competitive. Maybe do a part 2. Yeah, we might try a part 2 later. I'll have to think about this deck a little bit more. Honestly, I've looked at it one other time and didn't do anything to it, so I wasn't even really sure what I was getting into with it. For whatever reason, when I was looking through decks initially, I wanted to keep it, probably because I really like the Nightmare. But 6 is a lot to pay. Now, if we weren't playing against blue, it would not have been a lot to pay. We could have dropped it without worrying about it getting countered. But when you're stuck worrying about counter spells, 6 is an extremely high amount to pay. Anyway, we did that. Like I said, we might do a part 2. That was a lot of fun, even though we got smoked by a control deck. But alright, I appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you later.